Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Good afternoon from sunny London, England. And this is the day of the Crystal Palace v Arsenal game. And yes, I'm excited for the first game of the season. More excited than I was last year because we had made little signings. We looked unfit, unprepared, and we lacked sharpness by 5 to 6 weeks behind everybody else. Now, this time we signed players early. We've looked sharp in pre-season. We've picked up beautiful results. And we can't wait to get going. And we've got the opponents who started our downfall of the top four hopes. And I'm talking about Crystal Palace. Well, I'll tell you what, even Vieira has said it. They're facing a different Crystal Palace. But other than that, I'm sorry, a different Arsenal, my bad. Other than that, welcome to another DLG Reppin'S Daily Transfer News involving all things to do with Arsenal, transfer activities, ins and outgoings. So, this is your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly again, DLG Reppin'. Short for Delhi, London, Guna, space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Now, before I begin with the ins and outs, allow me to say good morning to you guys, wherever you are around the world. Are you flying from South America, Africa, Oceania, North America to come and watch the Arsenal at Sellers Park? Or is it the case that you'll be out swimming, you're on a trip, you're enjoying your five-star, you're on a trip, or you're enjoying your five-star or intrusive holidays, wherever you are? Good evening to you guys. In some parts of the world, you could be getting ready to go to bed, or you're watching a movie, or you're outside having a barbecue late into the night. Or allow me to say good night and rest well, as always. Like I say, have a nice rest and get ready to enjoy the new day. Other than that, I would like to say make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Make sure you do that. Make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives. And if you're watching me for the first time, welcome on board. Just share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives and tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives so this channel can grow. On top of that, yeah, make sure you do ask questions, leaving your opinion, your thoughts of the game. I would like to hear your score predictions and your prediction on where Arsenal will finish in the table. Leave it in the comment section below. And on top of that, yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel, yeah, especially if you're new. Get subscribing for me, yeah? Smash that button left, right, and centre gloriously but passionately for me. And do remember, if you do subscribe, I will shout you out, yeah? So get subscribing. Otherwise, let's get into the content itself. And there's reports coming, or according to Fabrizio Romano, he states here that Arsenal and Lucas Torreira have agreed a deal for him to go to Lazio. Well, he wishes it was Lazio. It's not Lazio. He's going to Turkey and he will be joining Galatasaray. And it's reported the fee is going to be between 5 to 6 million pounds. Yeah. That's a lot of money that we've lost on him. We spent 25 million on him. And we're only going to get back 5 to 6 million to go on top of the Leno money. So that's 8 plus 6 equals 14 million. Okay. 14 million of player sales, but that's not enough. But alright, we've got money out of him, but the main thing is, it's a big loss. The main thing is, it's not the 5-6 million that I'm happy with. It's the loss of income, the profit that we've lost. Should I use the word profit? And it's a great shame that his career in England faltered due to the fact that he wasn't settled to life in England. He wasn't settled to the English culture. The weather was off-putting for him, and he's obviously homesick, and he wanted to return to Italy. Now, Fabrizio Romano has stated that he has agreed a deal to sign for Galatasaray, and if he is to go to Galatasaray, I think the deal will be between 3 to 4 3 to 4 year deal. That's the contract, and he may have to take a pay cut because I don't think Galatasaray are offering the money that we could offer him. So all the best for Lucas Torreira. Let's talk about Pablo Mari. Now, Monza are a newly promoted Italian side from Serie B, and they are looking at signing Pablo Mari. Now, negotiations are still going on, I believe, to the point where they're trying to agree a fee, Arsenal and Monza. And Monza are owned by a guy called Berlusconi, ex-AC Milan CEO. They're owned by him. And obviously, this monster team, they're looking for big profile players who fit their project. So therefore, it's a case of them finding the fee to give Arsenal the full amount of money so they can purchase Mari of us. And for me, I didn't think he was quite good enough. But again, I wish him all the best in Serie A and with Monza, and in his future endeavours. So adios or goodbye from myself once the deal gets done. And speaking of deals, the one that we are all waiting for is Yuri Tillemans. Now, Brendan Rodgers has stated that he does not want this to keep dragging on. I personally don't want this to keep dragging on. Many of Arsenal fans don't want this to keep dragging on. So let's put in the bid that is meant to be reportedly imminent. Let's do this. Let's put an end to this, because this is rumbling on all summer. Now, the player himself says he wants to come. He's chosen us over Manchester United. And he and his representatives have agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Now, all that we're waiting for is the deal to be done. So the first bid's going to be really intriguing, and I mean seriously intriguing. And it's got to match with Leicester City's valuation. We know Leicester City are not having the best of times at the King Power, and I think potentially Schmeichel could have He could have waited for a bigger club, but I think deep down, potentially there is something going on behind the scenes that we all don't know about, unless you're involved in the Leicester hierarchy. So who knows? I'm going to talk about another player here, Cody Gakpo. Now, this is a young 23-year-old winger who's playing for PSV. Could be playing for PSV in the second leg of their Champions League qualifier against Ajax. No, sorry, my bad. Monaco. Now, they're going away to Monaco, and it's not an easy place to go to. That I do know. One thing I can say is he's not guaranteed to be playing for PSV beyond that qualifier. And if that is the case, then Arsenal have been put on alert, because I know there's a number of clubs that would like to go after his signature. Leeds United have spent over 100 mil, according to what I've heard, and they still got the Rafinha money. So they may go in for him, knowing that they've lost Rafinha. And there are a number of clubs, I think a couple of clubs within the Premier League that wants to purchase Cody Gakpo. So Arsenal are aware of it, and they are in for him as well, but they've not put in the bid. So it's all interest and speculation. Let's talk about someone that we would like to sign at right. Well, I would like to see us sign at right back. He might not be the right back that we want, or the chosen one, but he goes by the name of Carl Walker-Peters. Now, he's an ex-Tottenham player, currently plays for Southampton on a permanent basis, but I've still not heard whether he is extending his contract or not. And his wages, I would say between 40,000 to 70,000 per week. But he is still a good club right back, and I think he's still very young in himself. And excuse me, and I still think he would be able to do a job better than Cedric Suarez from a defensive note. Now, Arsenal did mention his name in interest, but obviously there's been no bid or a suggestion of a bid. So the cover that we got tonight is likely to be Ben White. And I'm not entirely happy with playing him there because he is a centre half and a very good, decent centre half. But for me, Cedric Suarez cannot be trusted. I'll be surprised if he starts this game. As long as Saliba and Magalhaes start together, I'm happy. Excuse me, bit of a yawn. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, I've spoken about him a number of times, nearly every day. I've not heard any reports about Nottingham Forest putting in a bid or making it public that they're interested in him. And I think Wolves are possibly giving up on him and they're looking elsewhere for other midfielders who can do a job. It's clear to me that Arteta doesn't want him as part of his plans. And I'm upset about that because I don't see what there is to suggest that Maitland-Niles cannot do a job. At right back tonight, he could play in the midfield tonight. I just don't understand. He's a good, versatile, all-round player. And I don't see why he cannot do a job tonight. But then again, it's down to the management, so we just have to accept it for what it is. Let's talk about Nicolas Pepe. Now, he's a player that is going to be transfer listed. I think Mikel Arteta's made his mind up. He and the club are just holding out for as much money that they can get for Pepe. If they get as much as 20 million, then they've done well. And I mean extremely, extremely well. Because I think he's a huge drop in profit. You know, if you look at his transfer fee about 3-4 years ago, the most expensive Arsenal player in the history of our football club. And now he could be off elsewhere for up to 20 million. Well, with Newcastle, expressing an interest, will they be willing to pay close to 20 million for Nicolas Pepe? I mean, Newcastle fans, Arsenal fans, you can have your say on this in the chat. Feel free to say what you need to say. Right, another midfielder that I would like to talk about is Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Now, Edu really rates the player. He's expressed an interest in Arsenal signing him, but again, is he a player that Mikel Arteta wants? That's the question. You know, that is the question. And if he's not a player that Mikel Arteta wants, then I think he would rather swing towards Luka Paqueta. He's a midfield player that possibly Arteta will keep more of an eye on due to the fact that he's got the versatility that would make him stand out amongst others. He's technically gifted, so I've heard. Olympic Lyonnais player and a Brazilian international who's played quite regularly for the national team. Again, Newcastle have expressed their interest in him, and Arsenal as well. As far as I know, Leon have said to him that you can leave, or he has told Leon that he would want to leave the club this summer. But we shall see how that pans out. Other than that, I'm coming to the end of this content. And yet again, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Hello, weekend it is. Other than that, yeah, I'll be here. I'll be back shortly while I walk around or while I'm at Sellers Park talking to some friends or relatives if I bump into anyone. Anyway, I'll be at the game and hopefully I can get in to watch a memorable first game of the season and something positive to talk about, especially the result, because we need to get a big result to make a statement to ourselves, not just the Premier League, nor not just the rest of the Premier League. Other than that, peace again, love again, and bless again. Remember to look after your friends, look after your families, look after yourselves. Stay safe. Keep dehydrated. Drink loads of water, especially if it's a lot hotter than London, England. Plus, I'm always here, and we'll talk again. Remember, peace, love. I said peace, love, and bless again. Remember, just to be nice and come on the Arsenal.